Hello everybody, my name is Tom. Welcome back to City Skylines. You join me for another episode here in Biscuitville. We had an abandoned building over here I spotted. We've got our residential areas here. We've got Oreo's Town, we've got Cream Cracker Avenue, we've got Niceville. We've got this little random bit of residential which is a bit meh. We've got Bourbon District, which is the lovely office district that we've got some really nice buildings here. Look at this, look at all this glass that's going on here. They must be rolling in the big time. There you are, second tier, fantastic. That's certainly what we like to see. Certainly what we like to see. And this guy here, look at this, the business planning company. They're really going for it. These sort of quite 1970s drab prefab buildings, but never mind, we'll let that one go. This one's got a cool little chipmunk on it. We like that. The law and justice building, the law accounting, also known as Microndo Game Studio. Yeah, they're making all the iPhone apps. They are rolling it. It's like the Nintendo of Biscuitville. Then we've got the Biscuit Barrel Retail Park over here doing its job. Well, sort of doing its job. It doesn't have enough customers, which is quite a shock to me, seeing as we do have some excellent transport links here in Biscuitville, as you will be aware if you have watched previous videos, specifically the last one where we put in our very own metro station system, our very own underground. And then here we have this the sailboat with some more office buildings. This much newer stuff, not quite reached the second tier yet, most of it, which is good. So that's all growing on nicely. They'll soon be all tier 3, and we can start to get them tier 3 and stuff like that, and really improve them. And we can go into the Steam workshop, and we can download a load of new assets to make some really cool tool buildings, which will be really good fun. We've got this area along here, along the river, dividing our fair city. We haven't got much demand at the minute. We started to expand out this way with the residential, with the suburbs, and this way with the sort of high density stuff, the industrial and the residential here. Now, one thing that I would like to do is start to establish like a bit of a downtown area, and I think this sort of peninsula here would lend itself very well to it, so I think we should make a start on that. We've got this railway that comes in through here, which is a tad frustrating, but I'm pretty sure we can get around that, maybe by putting it underground or something like that. But the first thing that maybe we should do is invest in a new tile. Now it's whether we go for this one here for 9 big ones, or this one for 11k. 9 or 11k, I would say, or 10, there's nearly 10k in it, but I think this one would be the best one to go for, because we've got this junction here already on the highway that we can take traffic off, because the residential, high density residential and things like that will really put a strain on our infrastructure, that's the word. Purchase that. So there we are, we've got a little bit of water just down here, which is perfect, and we've got the rest of this area. So let's head back in and see what we can do with this. Yeah, now the railway is quite obtrusive, really. We've got this this cargo train here that's moving stuff about, but not to worry, because we can soon get over that, and we can soon adapt to it. I think the best thing to do first is to put a it's all quite spread out in the minute. It doesn't really feel like it flows, and like the city doesn't really feel like it's all joint like it should be. So that's something that we've got to work on, and I think it's partly due even to open spaces like around here. But we can soon sort that out. That's not a problem at all. But also, I do think it is really important that we get cracking on a area over here. For the time being, we'll just have to make it so it doesn't quite join up, and then work on bringing it to be joined up in the future, which is fine. We can do that. We are capable. So let's page up, and then let's see if we can fit in here one of these jobs, an overhead bypass. That's frustrating. That's really quite frustrating. Okay, let's see if we can take off snapping for a second. Put it in there. I know it isn't dead on perfect, but technically, oh dear, the radius should still be exactly the same all the way around. Should always be that sort of 1 square's distance. So technically, it should work there or thereabouts. Hey, you see, that doesn't look too bad at all. Fantastic. Then let's upgrade that to a motorway all the way around. Make sure that it all faces the right way. Get some on and off ramps. So an on there, and then an off there, and then another on there, and an off there. Perfect. That is just the ticket, as you might say. So that's fantastic. So now we can bring a 6-lane road off here. I think that's going to be the best option for the time being. It may be that we find out that we might have to upgrade it to a highway to actually get it to work. But that is something that we can... it may be that we have to upgrade it to a highway to get it to work, but that is something that we can work on. Not a problem. Now, what do we do here? Well, can we take a train track? Oh, have I just deleted that and we haven't unlocked train tracks yet? Oh, no. I need to build a train station somewhere. Whoops. I didn't want to do that, guys. I really didn't want to do that. Do you know what, actually? Let's put a train station in here anyway. Because actually, maybe we need a train station in there. If we page down... Oh yes, we can go underground. That is what I wanted. Slope too steep, of course. Of course, the slope is bound to be too steep. My speech is terrible. Right, there we are. And then we can connect up this bad boy to the rail network, and then hopefully, what do we build? Do we build a cargo station? Train station? We built a cargo station. That's good. Then hopefully that will start to bring in a bit of cargo from the outside world, because if we look here, businesses that are importing, there's a couple of guys who are importing, which is good. That's what we want. So hopefully they will import stuff, but you get brought to the train station and taken straight in like that. That is just the job. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyway, back to our little area over here. So we'll bring the road around. We'll bring it down here, round here, and then if we just sort of, if we do this for now, and then we'll see how we get on with this. Now, I think actually what we want to do is maybe lay out a bit of a main road structure within this, because one of the biggest issues that I always have with any sort of... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, or is it actually? Or is it, guys? That's the main question. Do we actually want to think about doing something like a formation like this? Do we? That's the question. Or do we want to have some form of... Whoops. Do we want to have some form of inlet system? What do we want to do? what do we want to do? Maybe we should divide this section again in half, because one of the big problems that you always have with residential, high density residential, is traffic, and I'm not really too sure how to get around that. So maybe if we did do something like this might do the job. If we go up to about here, do this. Okay. Should we just let's have a go at this and see how well this works to start off with. Take some power from there. Hopefully be able to take some water from there as well, which can come in here and come around here like this, up to there, the one down there. Okay, let's hit play. We've hit play. We'll speed it up just a tiny bit, and we are going to put in some high density residential. This is big moments, guys. Hope you know how big a moment this is, guys. This is tense. I'm feeling the pressure here, because this is where it can all start to go southwards if we don't plan it properly. You know, I was just thinking as well, when I was doing a little bit of an introduction, that was not a clever idea to do straight away. Tom, come on, focus on what you're doing, mate. Bus station, or whatever that is. Let's move it to there. Taxi terminal, that's what it is, isn't it? I think we could probably do something like this. Maybe if we brought this down there like that, because eventually the motorway is obviously going to come through here, or highway should I say, just to make sure that everybody understands what I'm talking about. We'll bring that back down to there. Crisis averted, guys. Crisis averted. And then that also, is it? Come on, you got power. Stop moaning. Then we can also put some more offices. That's what they are. Offices in here, which will also work. I'm a bit all over the place today, guys. You will have to forgive me. I'm just so excited to be playing City Skylines. That's just the excitement is getting the better of me, and I can't control myself, guys. I can't control myself. I need help. I need medical help. What's happening down here? Have we got any demand? No, we have no demand whatsoever for houses, and nobody wants to build a house here. Why doesn't anybody want to build a house here? Come on, guys, build a house. You know you want to. I would want to. If it was me, I would want to. We need some services in here as well. Maybe think about putting a hospital in. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? We get abandoned buildings out here because nobody wants to come and shop here, which is a shame. It's a real shame. It's a real goddamn shame. The Biscuit Barrel shopping centre is just that's going down the drain the same way that everything else is in the city. There's a crisis. Planners don't know what they're doing. Planning departments. Let's not even get started on planning departments, guys. I've had a bit of an altercation with the Richmondshire district planning department, which I don't really want to go into, but they've annoyed me. They've annoyed me, guys. They've drawn lines in places that they shouldn't have done. That's all I'm going to say. Imaginary lines is what it's all about. Any house that's built in this country, it boils down to an imaginary line. Yeah. Some guy is sat there in his office with a red pen going, I say that this line here, there's a line here, and I'm going to draw a line here, even if it goes across people's gardens, and that's what it's going to do. Nobody else can build anything on their own land if there's a red line there. That's basically what the case is. That's the broad idea of what's going on. I'm not happy, basically. I feel a great injustice, and I'm quite upset about it. and I feel like I'm going to ruin this video if I go on about it anymore, so I'm shutting up. And we have some residential houses, some high density residential here, out in the new era of Biscuitville. There's too many districts around here, guys. I just can't see. There's just, like, this one's going now. I'm fed up with this one. That's a stupid name. Who even thought of that name? Such a stupid name. And this one's all going. This is all going. There's going to be a merger. Niceville is going to take on the whole of Cream Cracker Avenue, because that was a rubbish name as well. I nearly swore then, guys. Oh, I nearly swore. I need to calm down. I need to take a chill pill. It's going to go across here. It's going to take on all of this residential zone here. It's going to take on all of that. It's going to take on the river. It has sole responsibility for the river and for these sewage pipes here. It's going to have all of that. The Jammy Dodger is still the Jammy Dodger. It just needs rounding off a bit more. Party ring has somehow disappeared, so that's going back in. The party ring, getting that back in. Fantastic. That's what we want. We've got Ritz Square over here. I quite like that actually as a name. I think that's quite good. We've got Oreo Town here, and not Oreo's Town. I think it's going to be Oreo Town, like that. I think that's, yeah, I prefer that, I think. And that zone is going to incorporate the whole of this section over here. It's going to have the whole of this. It's going to have the whole of this this sort of shopping district here. It's just going to suck it all up like that. Perfect. And also, did we really build a metro station right there by the university? That was a bit sort of frivolous, wasn't it? Blimey. Must have been feeling incredibly frivolous last time. There we are. Never mind. And then, so that's Oreo Town there. That's fantastic. We're starting to look a bit better now. We're going to get rid of that abandoned building there. We've got the party ring. We've got Rich T3000 and the Bourbon district fighting it out here. The Rich T3000 is slowly diminishing, and I don't really think there's a great deal we can do about it. We're just gonna have to leave it as it is, really. Look at the demand we have for residential now, guys. Look at that. That's soon shot up. I did not see that coming. It's because I got it on fast pace. Things are happening, and it's all getting a bit out of control, guys. We've got people demanding to come and live in our city, here, there, and everywhere. I am telling you, it's ridiculous. It's madness. It's madness, guys. Absolute madness. Put a stop to this madness. The Biscuit Barrel is back on an even keel now. I mean, there's some fires. That's probably caused by people getting far too excited about moving into Biscuitville. But what can you do? The people want what the people want. You've got to give them what they want. You've got to give the people what they want, or else, oh, there'll be riots. There'll be riots like you've never seen. Oh, doesn't that look good? Let's go into cinematic mode. Just look at that. Look at that. I just love the way, and even like when you look at aerial photos, it's like, it's a bit of a fetish of mine, which is slightly disturbing and weird. I do appreciate, but I love the way that the sort of the houses form a pattern, and it just looks so neat and ordered, and it feels so satisfying to my inner OCD that it all just sort of, all the houses follow the road, and it all just looks, oh, it looks good. I mean, I can't describe the excitement that it gives me, to be honest with you, and I probably shouldn't. Family entertainment and all of that, but that's just how I feel about that matter, and it's great. And it's coming into night time now, and the lights are going to start turning on, and we're going to start to see, where's the sun? I was looking at it. There's the sun. We're going to see the sunset. Oh, there you are. The lights are turning on. The lights on the sort of bronze gate bridge. I mean, it's not really the Golden Gate, is it? It's more sort of the zinc gate bridge. They're on. We've got this lovely straight road down here, all lit up. Oh, that main precinct there, that is just wonderful. sort of mysterious power wind turbines there. Oh, and isn't that starting to look like an absolute gem? And look at that, it's like glowworms wriggling about. All these roads darting about. It's fantastic. Now then, how is our new residential zone looking? I mean, you can see the traffic has already started to build. Well, I say the traffic's starting to build up. It's actually inconsiderate people deciding that they are going to park on the edge of the road without even flipping thinking about other people coming down, and maybe actually want to use the road rather than just have people's cars parked on there. So actually, what we're going to do is we'll get back to that in a minute, because I mean, that has just amazed me. Look, the buildings are flashing. Upgrading it all to grass. Yeah. That will stomp on some people's parades. Okay, well, but let's just get back to this for a second, guys. Look how big these are. What is with that? That's insane. That is literally insane. I mean, it's only got 7 houses in as well. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Imagine having 2 stories of that as your entire house. That's huge. And they're flashing. They're that tall. They have to put lights on in case some sort of low-flying aircraft comes along and sort of crashes into it by accident. They're massive. These people over here in their tiny little, the Briar Rose residence, well, I mean, you bring it on yourself by calling it the Briar Rose residence, but like, they don't stand a chance of any sunlight now. They've got the Crest residence behind them, which is a pretty damn tall building, and the Emerson, well, that's a random name, residence with its like outdoor fire escape, just because it's full of a load of like ne'er-do-wells and stuff like that on behind them. They've got absolutely no back garden. Literally all they have is the one air conditioning unit on the roof, and that's all they have to enjoy in their lives. Look how mad that is. Just, oh, hey guys. I mean, they're definitely not going to get on with their new neighbours, that's for sure. The high residence, yeah, that is pretty high. It's pretty accurate, to be fair. And the Belmont residents are, well, they are soon going to make some enemies. Right then, let's just take a quick look at some services, and then we will wrap this episode up. We've got 600 grand back, which is about 100 grand more than we started off this episode with, or maybe a bit less. And we spent a load of money on roads and like this fancy underpass for the trains and stuff like that. So let's stick down some services. I feel like if we're going to develop this area, then a really useful thing would be a hospital. So I think we should plonk down a hospital here. Fire. Let's also think about putting in a big fire engine. A big fire station, and also a big police station in here too, because this is the inner city now. Like, we need to just remember that, I mean, there's lives at stake here. People aren't as kind to people in the big city as they are in the suburbs. I've learned that from experience, and I think we just all need to remember that when we're planning our cities. Make sure that he has power, obviously. Make sure that the streets are properly enforced with the law. I mean, the amount of flipping police vans that go past my window. I'm like on a pretty main road in Liverpool. My flat is above a shop, well above a Turkish bath, but that's beside the point. And the amount of police vans that go past, and the amount of ambulances that go past. Anybody would have thought it was a war zone. Seriously, big city's scary, guys. It's full of people. You just need to watch out. So I think we need to protect our citizens to that effect as well. We're going to put school in there, primary school. We're also going to put a secondary school in somewhere around here. I haven't quite figured out where yet. Probably there, which is going to boost the economy, boost the education rates of the village, so that they can all head over there to the Bourbon district, which you can see there just towering away in the distance. I mean, there's some crime over here as well, but well. Don't do drugs, guys. That's the moral of the story, I think. These guys need... You see, this needs workers. Needs workers here. So we need to educate some people. So we're going to do that. I mean, that does seem like quite a lot of services for not very many people, but hey-ho. I think also we could put some... I've just wiped out a whole load of things on there. We could put some high-class residential on here as well. I think that would do the job. So we'll do that. Just fill out the area. I don't really like having roads with nothing on. It seems a bit silly. It seems a bit wasteful. There we are. Remember, why do we build high-rise flats? Because space is at a premium. So therefore, we have to remember that when we're planning our city. So yeah, we're pretty much serviced out now. There, that's the new developing district. We'll have to think of a name for that video. Think of a name for that zone for next video. My speech is appalling. I think I need to go back to school. I think I need to go back to the primary school here. Can you book me in? Book me in for some English lessons. I think I need to do that. So anyway, we will leave that there. We have the new zone developing. We have things are starting to look up. I mean, we need to work on blending it all in, as I said before, like an artist does his paint. We need to blend it in to create a lovely. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about now. Seriously, guys, you need to stop me. You need to stop me saying stupid things because it's getting out of hand. I'm gonna go have a lie down for a bit because I think I need one for the amount of stupid things I'm saying. But in the meantime, don't forget even. Why would you forget to? I'm reminding you now. That's the whole point. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.